Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Tuesday, April 26th, and this is the MLB DFS video for today. So in today's video, I'll be doing a recap of yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about my core plays for today, and then I'll go over my top GPP stacks for today as well. Unfortunately, there will be no cheat sheet article out today. Pretty busy yesterday, just didn't get a chance to do as much research as I would like to do, so unfortunately that's not up today, but it will be back tomorrow. But with that being said, we'll get into a recap of yesterday's picks. Start off with Walker Buehler at the pitcher position, $9,400, got to 67 points. So he threw a complete game shutout yesterday. Very, very effective day overall. So he was obviously a hit and the top pitcher overall on yesterday's slate. Then we move down to Nick Solak at $2,600, 6.2 points. I gave him a push here. You could technically call this a hit if you really want to. He was the fourth second baseman on yesterday's slate, so still a very good play. And then we had Jose Ramirez at $4,100. Only got 6 points, so I gave him a push. But kind of like Nick Solak, he was the fourth third baseman on yesterday's slate, so he was not a bad play by any means. Then we moved down to Cody Bellinger at $3,300. 0 points yesterday, just didn't get a hit. I believe he was 0 for 4 overall, so just a miss there, kind of unfortunate, but the history did suggest that he could have done well yesterday. Then last but not least, we had Adolis Garcia, $3,100. Went 2 for 5 yesterday, got 19.5 points. He was a hit and the fifth overall outfielder on the day. So some pretty good hits here with the top overall pitcher, the fifth overall outfielder, and then even the pushes were fourth at their respective positions, so not bad there. Bellinger was the only true miss yesterday. So if you went with this core, you had a couple good picks to mix and match with it. You probably did really well yesterday. But with that being said, we'll get moved over into the core picks for today as well. So we're going to start off at the pitcher position first with Max Fried, $8,500, a reasonable price tag at this point in time. He should probably be closer to $8,800 to $9,200 at this point. Obviously, the one bad start against Cincinnati at the beginning of the year is dragging him down, but he's still averaging over 31 fantasy points per game. Goes against the Cubs. Cubs have kind of been that hit or miss offense this season. There's not as much history against a lot of these Cubs hitters, so that typically favors the pitcher. However, Yan Gomes and Ian Happ are the ones that have hit him okay in the past, but it's still a very, very small sample size. Max Fried, if he comes out and pitches like he did the last time, going to be a very intriguing option and probably a really popular one tonight as well. Then we move down to first base with Jose Abreu, $3,300, averaging almost 9 points on the season. Goes against Kansas City tonight. Daniel Lynch is pitching. White Sox have hit left-handed pitchers very, very well the past couple years. Jose Abreu has been a big part of that. And he's 3 for 4 versus Daniel Lynch with a home run in his career, so we'll see if he can continue that success once again tonight. Then we move over to shortstop, $2,900, Carlos Correa. And this is a pretty cheap price tag for him. Goes against the Detroit Tigers tonight and Eduardo Rodriguez, who he's hit very well in the past, 6 for 10 in his career off him. So I do definitely like the upside out of Carlos Correa at kind of that mid-range price today. Then we move to Juan Soto in the outfield at $3,700. Pretty reduced price tag for a star player like Juan Soto. Not the craziest start to the year, averaging about 10 points on the season. Goes against Sandy Alcantara tonight. 8 for 22 versus him in his career with 2 home runs. There is a lot of upside there. Hopefully he's able to hit it tonight, and hopefully this game doesn't get rained out because there is a chance of rain for that game tonight. So definitely be sure to keep an eye out on that. If that game does get postponed or anything like that, I will also post a pivot to Juan Soto. Probably going to be JD Martinez since he has had some pretty decent success against Kevin Gausman as well. And then last but not least, in the outfield, we have Chas McCormick, $2,200. Likely batting leadoff once again for the Houston Astros since Jose Altuve is still out. He's been kind of hit or miss throughout the season, but I do like the opportunities there, batting leadoff. Plus going against Taylor Hearn tonight, 1 for 3 off him in his career with a home run. It's a very small sample size, but Taylor Hearn is not a very good starting pitcher by any means either, so Houston Astros would be a team to stack as well. But with that being said, if you go with the 5 players that I do have listed here, you have $14,400 remaining, $3,600 per player. So you can definitely pay up for some studs tonight, kind of mix and match if you want to. If you want to take a little bit more balanced approach and pay about $3,600 give or take for each position, you can definitely do that as well. A lot of different options on the slate. I believe it's 11-game slate overall. But with that being said, we're going to talk about some top GPP stacks for today as well. So once again, my article is not out today. Unfortunately, I was not able to do it today. But these are the top GPP stacks that I do have for today. So the Chicago White Sox going against Daniel Lynch and the Kansas City Royals. As I mentioned with Jose Abreu, White Sox have hit left-handed pitching very, very well over the past couple seasons. Tim Anderson, Luis Robert, and Andrew Vaughn would be the 3 other White Sox that I would be targeting from that lineup. And then for the Houston Astros going against Taylor Hearn tonight, you can pretty much pick and choose any Astros player you want to play tonight. Definitely a lot of upside there for a lot of these guys. And then last but not least, we have the New York Yankees going against Jordan Lyles. Jordan Lyles has arguably been one of the worst pitchers, or at least worst starting pitchers throughout his whole career when you're looking at the guys that have pitched during that time. So anytime he's on the mound, stacking against him isn't a bad option whatsoever. I know he's pitched better last couple of times, but he's probably due for a bad start. And this Yankees team has hit him rather well in the past and does offer some upside as well, obviously with some power. I believe that's another game that could have some rain, so just be sure you're on the lookout for that as well. But with that being said, these are my core picks as well as top GPP stacks for today, April 26th. As always, if you have any questions related to MLB DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on tonight's slate. Might be one from my core 5, might be somebody from my top GPP stacks, or a completely different player. I'm definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, whether it's MLB, NBA, NFL, or now USFL as well. Definitely be sure to check that video out, coming out on Friday as well. And then with that being said, if you are new or current subscribers yet to do so, also be sure to hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily MLB DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me. And I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.